Hello children, welcome back to our computer science class. This is our second class. Hope you watched the video of first class. And did you remember what we have discussed in the last class? Yes, we have discussed about data structures in the last class. And in that video, we have discussed what is the definition of data structure, different types of data structures, and the classification of data structures and the various operations that we can perform on data structures. And in that class, we have seen a data structure called stack. Did you remember what is that stack? Stack means placing one item on the top of other. That is called what? Stack. And today we are going to discuss about the various operations on stacks. So let's see the various operations on stack. And before moving to the operations, I'll revise the concept of stack. I told you that placing one item on the top of other is called what? Stack. And it follows a principle. And what is the name of that principle? The principle is LIFO, that is last in, first out. And I told you, if you want to add elements to a stack or to delete elements from a stack, we are having only one end, and the name of that end is called top of stack. Now let's move on to the operations of stack. Mainly there are two operations associated with stack. The first one is push operation and the second one is pop operation. What is meant by this push operation? Push means insertion. We can insert element to a stack, that is called what? Push operation. Then what is this pop operation? Pop means deleting an element from the top of the stack. That deletion operation is known as what? Pop operation. So we can see this push operation and pop operation in detail. Push operation means inserting elements to a stack. And I told you that actually the stack is a logical concept, and if we want to implement this concept, we are using what? Arrays. So I am explaining the concept of this push operation with an example of array. And for that I am taking an array and I am going to store integer values, integer elements inside that. So the data type of the array is what? Int, and I am going to give the name of that array as what? Stack. The name of the array is stack, and when you are declaring an array, you have to specify the size of the array. That size you can give any number as you wish, and here I am going to give the size of array as 5. And then if you are writing int stack of 5, what is the meaning of this one? Stack is an array and which can hold 5 elements inside that. What kind of elements? You can store integer elements inside that array stack. Now, normally we will draw arrays like this. Okay, normally we will draw arrays like this, but to implement the concept of stack, I am going to draw the array as this. Okay, that is 0, 1, 2, 3. That is 0, 1, 2, 3 and 4. If you have the size of array as 5, then how many elements you can have inside that? 5 elements, and the elements position will start with 0, that is 0, 1, 2, 3 and 4. Then you can include 5 elements into this stack. Now see, suppose you want to insert one item into the stack. I told you only one end is there to perform insertions and deletions, and the name of that end is called what? Top of stack. That only one end is there to perform insertion and deletion, and that is called what? Top of stack. And if you are inserting elements to a stack, then it is called what? Push operation. The insertion is called push operation, and if you are trying to delete the element, it is called what? Pop operation. So I want to perform a push operation inside the stack. Currently you can see that in this example the stack is empty. No elements are there in the stack. So we can say that the position of the stack is what? -1. That is top of stack. TOS stands for top of stack. So currently in this example, the stack is not having any elements, and the name of this array is what? Stack, and it is not having any elements, that is empty. If at least one element is there in this position, then we can say that top of stack is what? 0. But here no elements are there, so we can say that top of stack is -1. Currently elements are not there, so top of stack is -1. Suppose I am inserting one element into the stack. For example, I am inserting an element called 10. 10 is inserted into the stack, and I told you we have only one end to perform insertion, and the first inserted element will be there in the position 0. So if you are trying to insert an element inside the stack 0, then the top of stack will become that position, that is 0. Top of stack will be 0. That is, we have to increment the current top of stack plus 1, that is -1 plus 1. It is incremented by 1, and the current top of stack will become 0. That contains the first element. Now, suppose you want to insert the next element. For example, the element is 15. Into this position, first what you have to do? You have to increment the value of TOS plus 1. That is 0 plus 1, and the TOS will become what? 1. The current TOS is 1, and you can insert value inside that position. And if you want to insert the next element, what you have to do? Again, you have to increment the value of TOS. Then TOS will become 2. TOS will become 2, and you can place an element that is 14 or any value as you wish inside that position. Then again, if you are inserting one more element, the position of TOS will become 3, and you can insert the element. Suppose it is 20, you can insert the element in that position. Now see that if I am going to insert one more element, then top of stack will become 4, and then here I am inserting an element called 18. Now the stack is full. Okay, so we have 5 elements inside the stack, and now the stack is full. And suppose you are going to insert one more element into the stack, then what will happen? You are going to insert one more element. Is there any space to insert one more element here? No. The stack is full and no space is there to insert the element. So if you are trying to insert an element into the stack, then a situation will arise, and the name of that situation is overflow. It is called stack overflow. What is meant by stack overflow? If we are trying to insert an element to a stack which is already full, that situation is called what? Stack overflow. So whenever we are performing this push operation inside a stack, we have to check whether the stack has space to allocate the value. That is, space is there or not, we have to check that. Then only we can perform push operation. Is it clear? Now let us move on to the algorithm of push operation. So what is stack overflow? Overflow means if you are trying to insert an element to a stack which is already full, that situation is known as what? Stack overflow. So when we are inserting values, the stack overflow won't be there. So let us move on to the algorithm of this push operation. Okay, to perform the algorithm of push operation, what all things are required? I told you we can implement this using stack. So of course we can implement the stack using arrays. So of course we need an array here, and the name of that array is int stack of, and size you can give any number as you wish. Int stack of size, this is the array. Array to implement the concept of stack, and then we have to specify the size there. Just imagine I am giving the size as n. N is the size, then n means the size of the stack. Size of the stack, we have to specify a size there, and so that size is static. That memory will be allocated before running the program itself, and we can say that stack is a static data structure. Okay, so n is the size, and we have the array and the number of elements in our hand. Then what we want next? We need the item to be inserted. So I am giving the value or the item to be inserted inside a variable called val to store the value. To store the value, we need a variable called val. Now we can start writing the algorithm of this stack. So first, how the stack will look Like just imagine the value of n is 5, then the stack will be, it is 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. And then when you are writing the algorithm, first you know the first step of an algorithm is what? Start. And the last step is what? Stop. I know all of you know this one, right? Start is the first step and stop is the last step. In between this, we have to write the remaining steps. So step 1. What is the step 1? Step 1 is we have to check whether the stack has space inside that. Okay, so to check the space availability, we have a condition if TOS. TOS stands for, here I forgot to write, TOS means top of stack. Top of stack. So we have to check if TOS is less than n minus 1. If TOS is less than n minus 1. What is meant by less than n minus 1? Why we are not writing TOS less than n? Why can't we write like that? Because if here we can take one example. Initially we don't have any elements here. So the value of TOS is what? 1. And if we want to insert an element to this first position, I have to increase the value of TOS plus 1. That is, I have to increase the value of TOS as what? 0. Then I can insert one element here. And then again I can insert, I can increment the value of TOS and insert one element here. Then next position and so on. Then here in this all cases the value of TOS. Currently what is the value of n? The value of n is 5. So the value of TOS is 0, 1, 2, 3. All these things are less than what? 5. Suppose you have an element here 10, 20, 30 and 40. So TOS is, that is 3 is less than 5. This is also correct. And now you have one more element. You are inserting one more element here. That is 50. And after the insertion, if you want to insert one more element and you are checking whether TOS is less than 4, as less than 5, that is correct, that is 4, you will get the current TOS as what? 4, but we cannot insert any value here, it is already, one value is there already, and when we are incrementing this value, we will get stack overflow. So to avoid that, we have to write TOS less than n minus 1. And now, TOS less than n minus 1. Then if the value of TOS is, initially the value of TOS, we are taking the value of TOS as what? Minus 1. Then if the value of TOS is minus 1, what we have to do? We have to increment the value of TOS plus 1. That is TOS is equal to TOS plus 1. We have to increment the value. That is the next step. That TOS, then TOS is equal to TOS plus 1. To perform the insertion, we have to increment the value of current TOS. Current TOS means the position of the last inserted element. Okay. So TOS is equal to TOS plus 1. Then after getting that current the next TOS here is after getting the next TOS, we have to insert a value inside that position. And how can you insert a value inside that position? The value is stored, I told you the value is stored inside a variable called val. So we can write stack of TOS is equal to value. Then the value of ours will stored inside the position stack of TOS. Now the value of TOS is 0 and the value will be stored inside this position, that is stack of TOS. Inside this position you can store the value. Then if you want to store the next value, then also it will check whether the value of TOS is less than n minus 1. Yes, it is true. Then it will increment the value of TOS is equal to TOS plus 1, that is 0 plus 1. It will increment the value of TOS as, it will make the value of TOS as 1 and then you can insert value to that first position. This is the way to insert the value. Then if this condition is false, then what will happen? I told you if this condition is false, then that situation is called what? Stack overflow. So here we can write the fourth step is what? Else. The fifth one is stack, print stack overflow. Stack overflow, and then the last one is end of if. This is the algorithm of push operation, that is inserting element to a stack. So when we want to insert element to a stack, first we have to check the space availability, whether the value of TOS is less than n minus 1. If it is less than n minus 1, we have to increment the value of TOS plus 1 first, and then we can store a value inside that position. And then if this condition is false, we can say that that situation is stack overflow. Okay, that is stack overflow means once the stack is full and if we attempt to insert an item, an impossible situation arises, and that is known as what? Stack overflow. That push means inserting element to a stack. Then algorithm for push, it is given here, TOS less than n minus 1, then we have to increment the value of TOS, then store that value inside that position, else we can print stack overflow. Okay children, I hope it's clear to you. By this we can wind up today's class and see you in the next class. Bye.